Okay, everyone, if you don't know, my name's Nick. I live in the Catskills, upstate New York. I do working on the truck videos. I guess working on the sailboat videos now. Old trucks, new trucks. I'll link to some videos in the description. Today's really going to be about getting this shop into shape and showing you like what I've acquired, I guess, recently, because I haven't really done a shop update in a while. I'll link to the two shop build videos that I did in the description. It was like a part 1 and a part 2. They were both like hour-long videos, and I did so much stuff. I think it was like almost an entire summer I spent getting the shop into shape, but I've changed it now a lot, and I wanted to show you that. And I've also destroyed it too. It really is. It's become almost unusable unless I want to park something here. Like I parked the sailboat in here. This is the new sailboat. Not the old sail. I'll call this the new sailboat, not the new sailboat. This is the good one, the really good one. You might notice that it has the Tahatsu on here that was on the first sailboat that I bought. Well, I'm going to be fixing that. It doesn't go into gear. If anybody knows about these Tahatsu 6 horsepower, 4-stroke, I've never worked on an outboard motor before. This, the guy says it runs, like the actual motor part runs, but it doesn't go into gear. So I have to tear into it and figure it out. But yeah, we got to start a Yukon project. We got a Yukon build coming. I got so many parts that I need to install for the Yukon. I'm going to do a video about that. But I need my bench. I need my table, my work table. It's completely covered. I got tools everywhere because I'm replacing railings. We're going to go through. I'm going to clean up, and I'm going to talk to you about some stuff that I acquired, stuff that I got rid of, stuff that I've replaced. So let's get going. It might be a long video. It's probably going to be a long video, but at least you'll get basically a tour of the entire shop again. So, all right, let's go. Okay, now you see that Husky right over there. Well, that is actually new. It's not it's new to me. It's new to me. I have to say, I used to have 2 Craftsman toolboxes. I'm going to give you a tip on this. Do not buy a Craftsman toolbox. It's not worth it. Just, if you want to be in that, I wouldn't call this the lower tier of toolboxes. There's going to be one below that. But like the Cobalt, the Husky, the Craftsman, they're all kind of in that second tier. It's just a toolbox. It'll last you probably 25 years if you take care of it. But the Husky is the best one. And I was just a Craftsman guy. I have owned 5 Craftsman toolboxes. Husky is the way to go. This is the old model. The new model is all black. It's probably the same as this, just a different colorway. It looks better. I do think that. But you can get these on Facebook Marketplace. I bought this one with all the rubber mats in it for less than $500, and a new one's like $1,000. This is the wider one. I think it's like 50 something. I think they made a 42 and like a 53 or a 56 or something. I can't remember that. I don't have a tape measure on me. But go with the wider one. Go with the wider one like this. The drawers are better. The hatch opens better. It's a whole piano hinge across here instead of 2 little pins like the Craftsman. I sold the Craftsman. The 2 Craftsmans that I had, I think I got, I don't know, like $1,000 for it. I think to both of them, 2 separate people. Maybe $1,100 or something, and then I paid like $475 for this from a guy an hour away. Way worth it. This one's basically filled up though. I needed another one, and this is probably going to be my toolbox forever. In reality, the Husky really is. This is the better toolbox for the money. They're both basically the same price too. I mean, this one doesn't have. Let me give you a close up. Okay, just a little bit off camera. But, you know, we'll go completely off camera. You just see my finger. You see I put a computer up here. This is my wife's old work computer. And this is just really good, just looking up, you know, information on, you know, cars when you're fixing cars. I'll check out the Yukon diagnosis video that I did. I had an electrical issue and I diagnosed it. And I was using this computer. It's nice to have, you know, one of these. This is a PC. I'm usually an Apple guy. But for automotive use, a PC is better. It didn't have a power strip. You can't really see it, but I bought a power strip for $20 at Harbor Freight. It goes all the way across, and it fits perfectly in the wider toolbox. I just drilled it and put a couple bolts in and done. The Craftsman does come with a a power strip because it's newer. This is an older model, but it doesn't matter. I think the new Huskies come with a power strip. I would assume so. It's got this wide drawer right here. That thing is filled up. It's completely filled. In fact, I'm into other drawers. I should really do a toolbox video because I have purchased so many tools lately. In fact, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just do an overview of the toolbox and the tools that I'm using now. I'll do that separately. And I got this. See this? This is the best way to store blow mold cases. It's a lateral file drawer. They are incredibly heavy duty. And there's a lot of safety things on this that you do not get on a toolbox. It's really interesting. Check this out. So you have off screen, but whatever. You got this open. Well, you cannot open a second drawer. It won't let you open you've never seen that on a toolbox. So you have one drawer open, you cannot open a second drawer. This thing is completely filled. I can't even tell you. This thing must be 150 pounds. There's so much stuff in here, and it opens absolutely no problem, and it just closes no problem. And even if it's just cracked open a little bit, look at that. Watch this. Just a little bit, you can't get it open. Incredible safety feature because that thing could tip over. So I love this new setup. I've made my tool storage smaller, but yes, I do need another one. This, I still got, I'm off camera, I'll turn you. All right, we'll do this now. I still got my little press here. You're in the dark, I apologize. I still got my 1/2 horsepower. I'd love to get rid of these two and upgrade. One day I will. I bought this. This is before I got rid of the Husky. This is actually a Craftsman 100 or 1000 series. They call it 1000. It's just a junk thing that I bought for $100, and I keep some just garbage stuff in there, garbage tools. And I put hardware drawers up here. I bought this Central Machinery ultrasonic cleaner, and I bought one of these cabinets. This is from Harbor Freight. It cost me $80, I think, on discount. And I'm keeping all my Milwaukee stuff in here. I need to do a Milwaukee video. Of all my Milwaukee tools. Unfortunately, a lot of them are at the job site. But I should just get all my Milwaukee tools here to do a video because I have acquired so many Milwaukee tools. It's crazy. I just, anytime I think I need something, I just buy it in Milwaukee, even though I could save money and get corded. Because in reality, I have a zillion batteries now too. So when you buy them without the battery, they're not crazy expensive. Like, let's just talk in terms of drills. I mean, if you want to buy a drill that's corded, yeah, you could probably get one for $50, $60 or something, maybe $70. But it's not much more. Maybe it's $100 without a battery from Milwaukee, like an impact or a regular drill or something. So I'm just getting Milwaukee everything. And I have the 12 volts now, so 12 and 18. All right, let's, oh, okay, well, I did get this. Well, I got this off Facebook Marketplace. Can you see it? Just an engine stand. Don't need an engine stand, but the guy was 15 minutes away and he wanted $50 for it. And I think it's 125. It's a Harbor Freight one. I think it's 125 normally, and it looks like it's never been used. So I just grabbed it from him. It breaks down. I can take it apart and put it somewhere if I want to. But it rolls nice and it's good to have. All right, lastly on this side is this toolbox. It's a pretty short toolbox. Well, yeah, my friend John just had this laying around at he owns a mechanic shop in Trenton, New Jersey, J&A Automotive. And he had one of these old Craftsmans lying around. I think somebody gave it to him or something. And he said, do you have any use for this? I said, yeah, a toolbox. I'll use it for something. And what I did was that I took all my old tools, some of my old tools, and I threw them in here for my son. So this is the perfect height for my son. And he comes, as soon as we go into the shop, he comes over here and just starts grabbing tools and messing with them and stuff. So he is a great use of old tools. And sometimes we just take all the old tools and we just add new ones to them, like sockets and stuff and ratchets. You put the old ratchets right next to the new ratchets. Well, I don't know, if you got a kid, just put them in a toolbox and put it on the ground for him, and that's so hard. I mean, it's really it's worked out great, and it's really nice. This is a parts cleaner, and I did a video on this. It's gotten a few views, and it's been okay. You know, it's just a parts cleaner. I rarely use it. I've probably used it maybe 10 times or so since I bought it, and it was good on the Jeep. When I had the Jeep, I sold that Jeep. I did a short on that, but yeah, the Jeep is sold. It was good for me. I drove it every day for a while when I had that surgery because I had the pedal on the left side, if you watched that video, but didn't need it anymore. Looking for some new cars. I'm just trying to figure out what I want. But yeah, that thing was a greasy, oily mess. So I used it a lot on that. It's nice. All right, I'm going to clean up some of this stuff, and I'll show you this cart quick that I got. All right, so this cart, I picked this up for 30 bucks on Facebook Marketplace. It's a library cart. I've always wanted a parts cart, and I could have went and bought one from Harbor Freight for 100 bucks or something. But this one's pretty big. It's 3 feet long, and it's maybe 16 inches wide, and it's all metal. It's really strong because it held books, and it was 20 minutes away. So I grabbed it. It's helping me out a lot. You can magnetize stuff to it, obviously, because it's metal. It's not like a plastic one. Those plastic ones are nice, though. The Harbor Freight ones. I kind of wouldn't mind them. Those molded plastic ones are very strong, and they're light. But this one's going to be a lot stronger for sure. Oh, my son's in here now. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a hammer.
You need a hammer?
Yeah.
Oh man, I wonder if we have a hammer. Jeez. You know how many hammers I got?
Yeah.
What do you want? You want a rubber hammer, plastic hammer, or a metal hammer?
I'm a rubber hammer.
You want a rubber one?
Yeah. It's on the house.
Yeah. All right, so one last thing. I had a bunch of these US General 18-inch magnetic holders. They're usually $5 from Harbor Freight, but a lot of times you can find them on discount for like $2. That's what I found. They were discounted to $2, so I bought like 60 of them. They're super strong. So I just screwed these on with self-tappers, and I actually just put a piece of pressure treated behind there so we didn't have this screw sticking out to get scratched on. But now, man, the amount of... this is the biggest Milwaukee you can buy because it doesn't... Oh, there's no metal there. Well, that makes sense, I guess. All right, let's look at this. Here's a pry bar, big pry bar. And, okay, I see. You do like that. Yeah, wow, look at that. So now... Oh, yeah, this is on there good. So now, whenever I want to, if I'm using this as a parts cart, I can still magnetize any tools that I want that maybe, I'm always using or something like that. It would be nice to have a pair of channel locks on here, right? A pair of channel locks. You always need a pair of channel locks. So a bunch of different things that I can just magnetize this. I never have to worry about it falling off because these things are super strong. Just keep them clean and you're going to be in good shape. All right, let's move over to the welding area. All right.
Do you want to chomp up stuff?
Chomp up stuff?
Yeah, I'm chomping up these wood.
You chomping up those wood?
And you can get something. There's a shovel over there. You can chomp up wood.
I can chomp up. Why do you have two walkie-talkies? What are you talking to yourself?
Yeah. Outside, not inside.
That's okay. All right, you fine.
But I got work.
You got work to do?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Then you can get that shovel.
Oh, that shovel over there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do that.
Can chomp up this.
You're gonna chomp up stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna chomp up this and this and this and this.
Okay, that's a lot of chomping.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this area was kind of a mess because I had all those railings that I've been putting up. I had them stored over here. I moved them to a different spot, and then I ended up cleaning up this table, and I just put tools on it. So it is what it is. This is my welding table. I built this in one of those videos. I think it was part 2 that I built this. This thing's not going anywhere. I mean, you're going to need an excavator to pick this thing up. It is on wheels, but it's still very, very heavy. It's 1/2-inch plate steel here and here. And I mean, it's like 12 feet long, I think, or something like that. And it's ridiculously heavy, but it's solid. And one good thing about this is that if you really want a big vise, like I have a Wilton 1765, it's a 6-inch vise. You can look it up as tradesman. It weighs 73 pounds or something like that. You cannot put that on a wooden bench. So you need a big, heavy one like this. So it's great. Something I never did a video on is my TIG welder, which, sorry, just move this stuff out of the way here. This is an Everlast 250EX, this one right here. You can see it? Yeah, let me get you in a better view. Yeah, right here. So this is an Everlast 250EX. This is a water-cooled. Optionally, you can have water cooling, and I'm doing water cooling. That gets you up to the 250. If you want to do, I think up to 125, you can get a a torch that's not water cooled. That goes up to 125. This one goes up to 250. It's this is a really good TIG welder for the money, and runs on 220 obviously. And I think it's I got a 50 amp over there. And it came with a foot pedal, and I never really did a video on it, but yeah, I wanted to learn how to TIG weld aluminum. That was my goal, and while I couldn't get a job TIG welding aluminum right now, I do know how to TIG weld aluminum, and I can fix things, and I can make things, and it's pretty decent. I'm pretty decent at it, and I think I should make a video because I believe I'm pretty decent at teaching, so only giving people like the information that's needed. So I probably should do a video on how to get started TIG welding aluminum. It's really not that hard. It seems like it would be hard because everybody says it's the hardest thing you can TIG weld. I guess aluminum, stainless. I mean, I think you could even do titanium. Maybe I think that's possible, but I never really seen it done. But yeah, I mean, stainless is kind of like one notch below aluminum, but it's not that hard. It really isn't hard. You just got to know what to do, and as long as you know what to do, you just do it and it works. It really is. I mean, it really is that easy. So maybe I'll do a video on it. I have that titanium 125, which I've done a video on, and this area has been pretty much just dormant for the past, I don't know, 6 months or so. But it needs to get cleaned up. All right, let's move on. All right, let's make this side quick because this wood stove is ridiculously hot right now. This side really hasn't changed much. I did get a chop saw stand, and that's going to allow me to get that rolling bench out of there, which is taking up a lot of room. I kind of want to clear this whole side out of benches so that I have more room on that side to work. So we'll see what happens there. The wood still up there. It's still tons of wood. The wood stove, okay, speaking of the wood stove, as you can see, I have a lot of kindling here. I was this close to doing a mini split in here. I have 2 mini splits in the house now. I have one in the bedroom, and I have one in the living room, kitchen, dining room area. Now, if you've watched my pellet stove videos, you know I have a pellet stove in there, which I still have, and I have oil heat. So this is kind of like a third thing, but it's only an 18,000 in the living room, kitchen, dining room. Not enough to heat that area when it gets really, really, really cold. It's not possible. So I'm going to be using the pellet stove. I'm going to be using the oil. I could have stepped it up. I would have needed to step it up probably to a 36,000. And I didn't have the right placement either in that area. It's just in the wrong spot to heat up the entire area. So it is what it is. It got me to the end of November, which is nice. And then I'll probably pick it up at the end of February maybe, right? So I'll save maybe about $600 in pellets a year, something like that. And it cost me $1,600 to do. So there's benefit. And also I was able to get rid of we're on a garage update here, but for some reason I was able to get rid of the AC in the window because now I have AC. The AC is enough in 18,000 to cool off that downstairs. That's awesome. So we're good there. But I was really thinking about doing a mini split out here, but just the amount of free wood that I get from just job site stuff and just whatever, right? It's not worth it as of this moment. It's not worth it as of this moment. If I stop getting free wood, then it probably will be because it's pretty quiet. Now even this has a little bit of a sound, and I need that for for recording. That's why I can't put a pellet stove out here. If pellet stove was silent, I'd have one out here because it's simple. But yeah, and the good thing about the barrel stove, I've done a video on this barrel stove. The good thing about the barrel stove is that it's so big that you can put soft wood in here and still get it hot in the shop, right? Because you can just fill the thing up to the brim. The square inches don't really matter. In a case of a regular wood stove, it does matter. You want to use hardwood because you only have a small amount of space there, and you want to maximize the BTUs. This thing doesn't make it. You can just load it up as long as it's dry. It's not wet pine, because then you have a problem with the pipe. But if you could just load this thing up with pine, and it's great. So I can get the wood from kind of anywhere. Side of the road, I can just pick it up. Doesn't matter what it is as long as it's dry. So for now, I'm still using it. You know, I'm using a lot of cutoffs as kindling, which I highly recommend. You know, cutoffs. These just happen to be parts of 2x12s. A foot is really good for kindling. Split it up. It splits up really easy. So that's it over here, and that's pretty much about it as far as the shop is concerned. What else did I get? You know, I've picked up so much stuff, so much little stuff. But a lot of tools. So maybe I'll do another video on the tools, like I mentioned. I got to do a video on the toolbox and just pick out specific tools that I've bought that I really like. I've bought so many tools over the past year. So let's end this one here. I'll keep cleaning up and I'll get you a video on the toolbox. All right. See ya.